Hello everybody and welcome back to Cycle Fab. I'm Larry. Today I'm going to show you my new powder coat cabinet that I just finished building. Now, if any of you have watched my videos in the past, especially the ones over powder coating, you have seen my old powder coat cabinet and it's hideous. It was something I just threw together on a whim, had kind of an idea going in my head about, what I wanted that I could put together fairly quickly, and also it's portable that, scoots around the shop. Well, I used that for, a year. And finally I just said, I need to build one that's better. So basically what I did is I just extrapolated on that idea. This one is just a larger version of that. In other words, it creates more vacuum, more volume of air flowing through it. And it definitely creates more vacuum because I sealed everything in better. What I used to build this with is the most inexpensive materials that I could find, because this does not have any stress to it. It just has to keep a very small vacuum on it to let air flow through it. That's it. So I ended up using this foam insulation board. This stuff is very inexpensive. It's between $9 and $10 at Lowe's, and it's a 4x8 sheet of it, and it took 2 sheets. Another thing is copper plumbing tubing, 1/2 inch, and this is the thinnest schedule you can get. Like I said, there's no stress on it. It's a current just has to go through it. That's it. So that wasn't very. So I think that was like $10 too. I didn't write everything down. I should have done that for you guys, but I forgot. But that's really it. And as far as the filters go, these are the same size filters that I use in my air conditioning unit inside this shop. So basically, I just cannibalized my AC and, threw these in there. Not really. I mean, yeah, I didn't pull them out of the AC unit. I change them out in my AC unit once a month. So if they're not really all that dirty, they go in here and I reuse them. But now, something else that I did that the other one didn't have because it really didn't need it, but I put a light in this. Right there. What that does, it gives the part a little bit of a backlight, and also it's not in the shade while you're trying to powder coat it. I mean, you're supposed to stand there with a little flashlight while you're powder coating something, and I have done that, and maybe I'd need to do it more often, but having a little backlight makes a big difference. Now, something about this is really straightforward and basic, and here's some other pictures of it as I was building it, and you can kind of get the gist of what's going on as far as the framing goes, and how I hold these filters in with just some 2x4 backing. They just pop in, pop out. But something that's really important in order to get this to function is right back there in the back. Okay, around those fans, you will get a lot of air loss. So I had to redesign that part. And basically all I did, I just took some of that fiber board or that foam board and just cut 2 holes in it and slid that up in there for a seal. And it worked fine. It's just sitting in there. It's not taped in or nailed in or anything like that. And that's how I held the foam board onto this frame, is with these flathead tack nails, and very few of those, and Gorilla Glue. Now, when I say Gorilla Glue, I'm talking about the aerosol stuff. This right here. There you go. This works great, especially on foam board. I sprayed it on, it stuck, did exactly what I wanted it to. Now, the tape that I have sealing all the seams off is also Gorilla tape by the Gorilla company. You don't have to use that. You can use just regular duct tape and it would work fine, which would probably be in your best interest, because I found out with Gorilla tape, once this stuff sticks, you don't pull it off. It will rip this foam board all to pieces. So, duct tape works fine, regular 3M duct tape. You can see that I have my outside grounding rod connected to this copper tube right here, so I get a very good ground, theoretically. I haven't used this yet, so y'all will be witness to this. But I know it's going to work. It has to. I mean, I can stand right here when this is on and feel an air current going through. So that, you know, I know it's going to work. So let's go ahead and crank this up and you guys can see what I'm talking about. Normally what I would have to do is open those double doors up because I would get powder all in here with my old cabinet. Hopefully this cabinet, I won't have to open up those double doors because if I get a south wind in here, it blows powder everywhere. Hey, if you guys are liking this video so far, then please give me a like, hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that notification bell too so you know when my next videos are coming out. Anyway, these filters just slip right in. There's nothing holding them in. This tension, and I got my little light on. Let's throw a part up there. Actually, I don't need to throw a part up there. Let's go ahead and just do this. Let me turn the fans on. Now I turn these dual fans up on high. I don't see any sense in running them on low. It's either going to work or not going to work. In other words, I believe in either it's on or it's off. I really want this to work. Now I'm going to shoot this powder sideways, and hopefully it will get sucked in. If it does, that's way more than good, all right? Because if I'm powder coating, I'll be pointing directly at the filters anyway. I want this thing to work better than that though. I want it to suck it out of there. So let's see what happens. Now I'm about 12 inches to this side of that opening. Yeah. It's going right in. They're sucking it in, see? Now, that's a super inexpensive cabinet for powder coating. So, you know, if you guys have been wondering, if you have a small shop and you really can't have a dedicated powder coating booth, then this would serve you guys great. Now, I can put in let me turn this fan off. I could put in a dedicated powder coating booth. I do have a space up in front of my shop. The only problem with that, my oven is in the back of the shop. Well, that's like 60 feet, and I don't want to have to walk a fresh powder coated part 60 feet in order to get to my oven, especially if it's a big part, because I know it's going to happen because it's happened before. While I'm walking with it, I'm going to bump into it, or I want to bump into something else, knock the powder off, then have to redo the whole thing again. I hate that. So it's best to have your powder coat booth as close as possible to your oven. Now, right now where it sits is, 20 feet away. That's not too bad. I wish it was closer, but it's not. Anyway, I can't put a powder coat booth back here in the machine shop that's permanent because, well, y'all have seen pictures of it. It's pretty full. This is the best solution I could come up with, and it works well. Now it does. Beforehand, the other powder coat booth that I had, it did not work well. It did not at all. But anyway, I just want to show you guys what this looked like in case you're in need of one. This is really easy to build. And I'll go through, and as I'm doing this video, I'll show you small clips. If you've watched up to this point, then you've seen the small clips of me tearing the thing apart, putting it together, showing you the framework, putting this board on. It really goes by quick. So anyway, and like I said, it's inexpensive. So if you need a powder coat cabinet, just throw one together for yourself, and use this filter set up with 2 box fans, cheap box fans from Walmart, and you're good to go. All right. So I hope this video has been beneficial to some of you guys out there. I know a lot of you watch my channel, and I get a lot of comments, and I thank you for that. I'll try to bring you more and more good content. So I'll catch you guys not next week, the week after, with more good content. Thanks for watching Cycle Fab. Bye now.